Hi, this is Janine Bolon, the Money Muse, founder of Smart Sense Incorporated. I just wanted to let you know I'm not a financial planner, I'm not an accountant, I'm actually a scientist, a biochemist to be specific, who dropped out of the workforce to raise her family 15 years ago. And in the process, my husband and I started saving more money than we ever did when we were both working and actually making more money. So for the last 15 years, I've been going around the country teaching people financial principles. And today, I want to take this opportunity to teach you how to get yourself out of debt by saving money at the same time. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but actually that's one of the basic principles to money management, personal finance, that sort of thing. Money actually flows in a circle. Most of my clients have told me, well, Jean, money flows in a straight line. It comes into my paycheck, I spend it, it's gone, goodbye, never see it again. Actually, money doesn't do that. That's what you seem to see on the micro level. Now let's talk about money at the macro level. The macro level, money actually flows in a circle. You have the living, saving, and giving. In order for you to have abundance in your life so that you're not in debt and constantly struggling paycheck to paycheck, which, by the way, that's my goal for all my clients, for all my students, is that I don't want you living that paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. I want you to actually live in abundance where you have extra money in the savings account, you no longer have credit card debt, you don't have rollover debt, that sort of thing. And in order for that to happen, you have to understand how money actually works at the macro level so that you can monitor your micro version of how cash is actually flowing in and out of your life. So for starters, let's talk about the flow of money. In order for you to have abundance in your life, in order for you to get to a point where you can start paying down your credit cards and get out of that debt that you have yourself in, or maybe somebody else got you into that debt, it doesn't matter how you got there. Let me explain real fast. Most of my clients have $15,000 in credit card debt. They have a mortgage payment, sometimes 2 mortgage payments. They have a car payment, student loans, and medical bills. So Americans are awash in debt. You've heard this enough. You don't need me to go on it again. What I want to explain to you today is that it is totally possible to get out of debt. You just do it in little bitty tiny steps. And the series of videos that I've posted here on YouTube will help walk you through that step. So this is kind of step 1. Step 1 is learn how money actually flows at the macro level. In order for you to have abundance, you must do 3 things. You must live on a certain portion of your money, you need to save some of your money, and you need to give some of your money away. It's that whole what you sow, you shall reap kind of philosophy. Birds of a feather flock together. People have called it the law of attraction. Whatever you want to call it, it's a basic principle of money that in order to get out of debt, you must save money. I know this sounds impossible, but it's not. Okay, it's not. What you can do is you can use what I call the 60-40 principle. It was a system that honestly, originally I had set it up just to teach my family. I had used it. My husband and I managed to go from debt to being financially stable, and I'm now teaching it to other people, never dreaming in my wildest days that a crazy little biochemist like me would be traveling all around the country teaching people the 60-40 principle. You don't have to take my word for it, as they say. I've written a few books on the topic. You can look at a couple of pages on Amazon if you want. Ditching Debt, 3 simple steps to financial freedom. This was the first book, Money, It's Not Just for Rich People. And then I wrote another book. This is the one that I'm the most proud of. It's for younger people, ages 12 to 19. It's called Cash, Cars, and College. And if you're like me and I grew up in the Midwest and didn't have a lot of money in my life and didn't know anybody that knew how to live an abundant life financially, that little book will help you take 15 years off the learning curve, and you'll be able to do it pretty quickly. You can also go to my website, www.smartsensinc.com. And in the next video, I'll talk to you about the 60-40 principle, how you go about paying down that debt with money that is not part of your income. Okay? All right. See you soon.